Hello students, today I will explain the last topic of chapter number 3 current electricity, that one is potentiometer and example which one based on potentiometer. So just see, this one is potentiometer. Potentiometer means in the same way I have already explained the meter bridge, in the same way here the galvanometer. The galvanometer which one end is connected to the two-way key. This one is two-way key means at a time this 3 is connected to 1. At that time this power supply E1 is connected and the picture, and if this 3 is connected to 2 means switch, like that switch, at that time this supply voltage is connected. And this one is long wire, suppose that the length of this wire is 100 centimeter, then this one is metallic strip, again means 1 200, then 100 1 to 200 centimeter, then this one is metallic strip, then again 200 1 100 to 101, then 101 to 200, then 201 to 300, in the same way here 300 to 400, and here 401 to 500. That means this wire is 500 centimeter long. This one is variable resistors, that one is power supply key K1. So this figure is used to find out, just compare of both cells E1 and E2. So first of all we understand how can this circuit works. Suppose that when this key 3 is connected to 2, at that time E2 is connected to it here galvanometer, and when galvanometer show deflection 0 means the balance conditions, at that time you can use the loop. So first of all this one is a current I flow through the wire which can varied by a variable resistance rheostat R in the circuit. Since the wire is uniform, the potential difference between A and any point a distance L from A is E of L is equal to phi L. Means the potential difference between A and at any point means like that, you can say that N1 or you can say that N2. So E of L is equal to phi L, but phi is equal to potential drop per unit length, and L, that one is length means L means between A and N1, or you can say that A and N2. So consider first positions of the key where 1 and 3 are connected. At that time what happened, just apply the Kirchhoff's loop rule. That one is A N1 means A N1 G 31A means 31A. So applying the Kirchhoff's loop rule, so phi into L1 plus 0 means galvanometer, so the deflection 0, so 0, then power supply minus E1 is equal to 0. Now in the next conditions, when E2 in is picture, at that time applying the Kirchhoff's loop rule, at that time phi into L2 plus 0 minus E2 is equal to 0. So from equation number 1 and from equation number 2 means equation number 3.90 and equation 3.91, when we divide the equation number 3.90 to 3.91, at that time you will get E1 by E2 is equal to L1 by L2. That means by this equation you can easily compare the two cells. Suppose that when the L1 is equal to L2, that means when the galvanometer show the deflection at the same point, means N1 and N2 both have the same point, at that time E1 and E2 both are same. So means by comparing the length L1 and L2 you can easily compare E1 and E2. This one is first application of potentiometer. Now this circuit is used just to find out the internal resistance of cell. So how can you find internal resistance of cells? Same circuit diagram, just change it here. This one is power supply E and it here key K2 and 8 here RB means resistance box. So when K2 is open, at that time find out the EMF, and if K2 is closed, at that time find out voltage. So this one is two equations. When K2 is open, E is equal to phi L1. 8 here means when that one is open, you get the balance conditions at N1 point. So E equal to phi L1. But when K2 is connected, means at that time you will get N2 point. So at that time V is equal to phi L2. So divide the equation number 1 and 2. E by V. E by V is equal to L1 by L2. But you know that in the previous topic I have already explained E is equal to I R plus capital R, where R means internal resistance of cells, and from Ohm's law V is equal to IR. So E equal to capital I R plus R and V equal to IR. So E upon V is equal to I cancel. So R plus capital R divided by capital R. So again it here E by V is equal to L1 by L2, but E by V is equal to these equations. So from equation and this equation you can say that R plus small r divided by capital R is equal to L1 by L2. When you solve this equation, you will get small r is equal to capital R L1 by L2 minus 1. Small r means internal resistance of cell. So from this equation you can easily find out the internal resistance of cell. Okay, now this one is one example which one based on potentiometer. So first of all, just understand what the examples want to say. That this example 3.10 is taken from the textbook. A resistance of R ohm, draw current from a potentiometer. The potentiometer has a total resistance R0 ohm. It have total resistance R0. A voltage V is supplied to potentiometer. It here voltage V. Derive an expression for the voltage across R when the sliding contact is in the middle of the potentiometer. When this one is middle. So when this one is middle, that means 8 here resistance is R0 by 2 and this one is R0 by 2. So this R0 by 2 is connected to R with parallel. This R0 by 2 is connected with parallel this R. So from when two resistors are in parallel connection, at that time you know that 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So from that equations you can say that 1 by R1 is equal to 1 by R. 1 by R means this one plus 1 by R0 by 2, because this one is R0 by 2. Now solve this one. You will get R1 is equal to R0 into R divided by R0 plus 2R. So this one is equivalent resistance when R0 by 2 is connected with parallel R. Now that result is connected with series connection in this resistance. So this one is R0 by 2. So you can say that R1 means this one plus R0 by 2. But now you know that I is equal to V by total resistance. So V divided by total resistance. Total resistance means R1 plus R0 by 2. R1 plus R0 by 2. So just solve this one. You will get I is equal to 2V divided by 2 R1 plus R0. The voltage V taken from the potentiometer will be product of current I and resistance R1. So you know that from Ohm's law. You know that Ohm's law is equal to R is equal to V by I. Resistance R is equal to V by I. So V1 is equal to I into R1. I means this one. 2V upon 2R1 plus R0. R1, you know that R1. So now just place the value of R1. This one is the value of R1. Just place this R1 in this equation. 8 here. V1 equal to, just place, substitute for R1. When you solve this equation, you will get V1 equal to 2VR divided by R0 plus 4R. In this lecture, I hope you get this topic. This one is last. This one is the last topic of chapter, which one is very important. Sometimes this one, asked in the examinations. In the next lecture, I will start a new chapter.